Hey guys, it's the Dev Gabe here. So you are looking at my screen and look at my low recovery time. Sometimes it bumps up. I'm pretty sure it has to do with the pathfinding stacking, but this is 30 NPCs moving on the map at the same time. And yet I have no lag. Imagine if you had one NPC you made right now and it has the same exact recovery time. That was me when I made my zombies and my skeleton script, and it was only just one script in that singular NPC, and the lag was incredibly terrible just to have maybe 3 of the same zombies. But this is just one script, one while loop, and 30 NPCs, and having this much recovery time is insane, guys. So I'll show you what it looks like. I'll walk towards them, and then as soon as they get into range, they pull out a random weapon, and I can shoot at them. One of them has an axe, one of them has snipers, and if they get too close, they'll stop moving. As you can see, this guy has an axe, this guy has a shotgun, and sniper. A lot of snipers here. Let's look at a shotgun over there. There's that big, right there, shotgun. Trying to find the other weapons just because there is more. Only snipers. That's very coincidental. Yeah. Oh, we're just gonna kill them, and as you can see, this is the basically how they die. They die on the ground into parts, and you can see that these are not ragdolls, because ragdolls would definitely lag your game. And the best part about it is that they're not even using the Roblox physics. These are all anchored parts, and I used ray casting just to make the parts stick to the ground. So it makes it look like it is like physics based, but it's not physics based. It's all just anchored. And that makes it so the recovery time stays low. And I could just keep shooting these guys. I'll put out my rocket launcher to kill these guys even faster. Bam. And look at all these parts on the ground and having no lag spikes, guys. This is insane. So this is going to be in the description. And they will all spawn at these red dots. You could definitely just hide this as soon as you get the model. And they will respawn. As you can see, they respawn at the same time because I killed them at the same time. And they all came with the same weapon, sniper, which is coincidental. And the blues are basically the waypoints. So let's say if I lose them. So let's try to lose them. And more of them are spawning now. So I'm going to try losing them. I have a little sprint going on here. I also made a sprinting video if you want to check that out. But as soon as I lose them, they will go into this search hunt phase. And it's going to take some time to lose them. But you can see that some of them are going out at a random direction, because they're trying to look for me. As soon as they lose me, they have this thing called a search hunt. It's in the script. And they will basically walk around randomly. And if they can't find me, they will just walk back to the waypoints. And these waypoints can be miles away, and they will walk to them miles away. There's a distance, pathfinding distance of 1,000, but you can adjust it in the script in the settings. And everything is adjustable. I have a whole settings table inside the script. I'll show you guys very soon. But basically, I want to show you guys the explanation on how I did it. Let me just kill this one guy. Bam. Dead. This is beautiful. And this rocket launcher also hurts me as well. So it's in one while loop. There's 30 NPCs. The number can be adjusted. If it goes to 80, it starts to lag a little bit more. And I noticed that the recovery time doubles, so it goes to like 160. But that's because there's so much pathfinding going on. Pathfinding is not exactly a light way to get no lag for your characters. But I combine everything in one while loop, including the animations, the sound, the pathfinding, and the death. There is not a single colon connection inside of the script. I just used one while loop and just detected all of the inputs needed to decide if it was a connection. Because every time that you use a colon connect, is another connect listener with a script to use, especially if you use the health changed colon connect. that is a really bad one. That connects to the humanoid, and I don't recommend you guys use it. So I call this all connection pooling. This is the name I give it. And another term is called a while loop, looping pooling. A while loop pooling is another name you could call it. But just combining all these things into one while loop is just how you could get to this pristine gameplay. And there's also another thing I did. I didn't use the destroy at all. So every time that you destroy something and then try cloning it or putting it back into the game, that causes more lag. So :destroy and then the parentheses right next to the part, that stuff is not good to add in your games, guys. Because every time that destroy happens, it has to replace it, or it's just gonna, you're gonna usually replace it because usually there's a rotation going on, else it will never come back in the game. And then the ragdolls is anchored parts. As you saw on the ground, they look like it was coming off of their body, but it was anchored, and I used raycasting and lerping to make the parts fall onto the ground. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I could show you right now the script very quickly, and I could also show you guys the what my zombie looked like. So I will actually go into the script and adjust it just to have no NPCs. And I'm just going to pull out my zombie script. And here, right here is the processing time. That's how fast the while loop is. All this is adjustable, guys. Very easy to do. The max health and the max pathfinding distance. What do I have to look at? The number of zombies or robots. I'm gonna make that into 0, just so there's I can just show you guys how bad my other NPCs are because of this not using this script. And this is one script out of everything, which is crazy. And this is a big line, but it has like everything in it, animations, all of that stuff. 1,123. This is insane. And I did this years ago, but it had a lot of bugs, but I fixed it up. It has no bugs anymore. I just confirmed it. I kept fixing the little issues that popped up, and I made it make more sense to me with my new brain that I have. And let's look at my old robot script, or my old NPC script. So I have an NPC that I also put on my channel, the zombies. And I was looking at it, I was just like, wow, it's really bad. And this is the zombie advanced. I have an alternate because I got hacked, but we don't talk about that. I'll put in my zombie. And I'll also put in a skeleton. And I just realized I could show you the script activity. So I'll go into my control robots and put in I'll put in 30 robots again, just because it shouldn't cause an issue with lag. So 30, there you go. 30 robots. Got my skeleton, zombie, and each of these have like 2 scripts. You see here 3 scripts. That's terrible. Skeletons, pathfinding, and mechanics. Mechanics is just the animations, and I just called it mechanics. Zombies is the same thing. And I'm going to go into, I already did it, 30, and I'm going to run the game. And we'll look into the script analysis together. Or the script activity, my bad. And these guys walk randomly. They don't have waypoints. So it's much more, just standing there and doing nothing. And you can see the control robot script has about 20 activity for 30 robots. The rate is like 30. Not too bad, not too bad. And let's look at the pathfinding zombie. Pathfinding zombie, 25. One script, 25. Are you kidding me? Activity is much lower, but this is just one zombie. And imagine if I keep cloning the same zombie. Skeleton death sound, pathfinding 24, 25. That's crazy. Activity is pretty low though. But looking at 30 AIs and having 20 activity is insane. Makes it less than 1% for each robot, which is really good. And the rate is a little high, but that's 30 NPCs compared to 1 zombie and 22 rates. So you guys can see a big impact in this. And it's insane that one script can take up a rating of 23, but one script with 30 robots only has about 10 more rating compared to the 1 zombie script that I made. So that's freaking dope that I was able to do this, and I want to give it to the public just to help out the Roblox community. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.